Alrighty, guys. So SoFi ended up having an almost 2% green day today. It went up, let's see, about 16, or I guess exactly 16 cents. It closed at $8.48. And let me tell you guys, it was pretty volatile throughout the day. You guys can see it opened up at around 836, then we sold off to 814. V-shape recovered all the way to 860. Then we were chopping around 860 to 850 for the next couple of hours. So yeah, we had a lot of volatility, and we have to break down the charts in this video. And later on, we'll touch upon some other stocks and maybe the indexes. So hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, let's dive into it. So check it out. Again, SoFi went up almost 2% on the day, and you guys know, I mean, this thing has been kind of consolidating over the last couple of days ever since we saw that big sell-off. I forget what day it was, but either way, we saw a big sell-off here. Actually, it was a couple of days straight of selling. It was 3 days, 1, 2, 3 days. Ever since that, which really that was the bulk of the selling, we've been consolidating, right? You guys can see between 815, 820 on the low end to about 850, 60 on the upper end of that range. And you guys can see on the intraday, that's kind of where we traded all day today, especially in the second half of the day. And notice yesterday we were peaking at about 850, 852, and we pretty much traded above yesterday's highs for a majority of the day. Today, you guys can see again 850, 852-ish is where we were peaking yesterday right here. And we broke out of that point at about 11 a.m. on the East Coast today. And we traded above it for the rest of the day pretty much up until around 3:30. We sold under it a bit during power hour. Then we closed right under 850. So in the very short term, guys, let me pull up the 5-day chart. You guys can see, let me actually clear the drawing set and draw this out really quickly. You guys can see this spot, like I said in my video yesterday, 860, that is still a big spot of resistance as of today, right? Even today, we got pretty much rejected there all day. We double topped two prominent tops at 860, one at about 215 on the East Coast right here, another one at 11 a.m. We talked about that a second ago, right? So we double topped at 860, which again, that's where we failed yesterday, day before that, and the day before that. So with that being said, I might as well set my alert. I probably have to at 860. Let me do that right now. Mark is at or above, as that is the mark in the short term at least, where if we do break it, all right, maybe we're going to get some more green at that point, maybe to the low mid nines. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And now that I'm looking at the intraday, let me pull it up. We can see SoFi's down in the aftermarket. I'm not too sure what's going on here. Let's see here, guys. Not seeing anything in the live news tab, but it looks like SoFi is down, closed at 848. Now it's at 840. So we are down 8 cents or about 1% in the aftermarket. So that's definitely going to be one thing worth monitoring here moving forward, what it does, in the 840 range after the bell here and into the pre-market tomorrow. But ultimately, if we get over 860, like I said, we could be seeing more upside from there. And pulling up the 20-day chart, you guys can see not much really has changed here. We're just seeing the consolidation and the fact that we're holding above the highs from about a month ago, which is good. Now all we have to do is break 860, like I said time and time again throughout this video, and start pushing towards that 180 SMA on the 1-hour chart, which is right around 915, 919, something like that, right? So keep your eyes on the 20-day, 1-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart here on SoFi stock. You can see clearly if I zoom in a bit here, let me get the circle tool out, 850, 60, like I've mentioned before, but we get new viewers every day. Got to refresh your memory as well. This spot is a big resistance, 850, 860, stemming back months ago, right, guys? You can see right here, back in the middle of October, we struggled to break out of that general range. Here in the beginning of November and in the beginning, the beginning of December, then we broke out of it, obviously. So this is a major spot for SoFi, to say the least. And I'm confident if we do break out of there, we're going to see maybe not a move straight towards the highs from a couple of days ago, really about 2 weeks ago, but we could get some sort of move back into the nines. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now in the very, very, very short term. And of course, we have earnings coming up here, I think in 19 days. Yep, on the 29th of January. So get ready for that, guys. Of course, we'll break down the earnings and how the stock does heading into earnings. So make sure you all subscribe. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs here on YouTube in 2024. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I appreciate you guys as always, as without you, this channel would not be possible. Again, I appreciate you all. So yeah, SoFi 860, that's what it comes down to. We'll see what it does tomorrow at that point, and of course I'll make another video going over how it does. But yeah, that's the quick breakdown for today, guys, in the midst of an overall green day. I'm not sure if you all saw, but let's transition a bit here into these indexes. We had all the indexes go green today. We had the Russell up, which funny enough was down earlier in the day. I think for the majority of the day it was in the red, but it ended up going up on the day, 0.1%, which really is not nothing, up over 2 points, but it did go up, which is nice. And now we're getting awfully close to the highs, it looks like, or it looks like it is the high from yesterday, which is right around 1970, 1975. So let's see if we can break that, maybe see some more green. Let's see here, guys. Looks like the NASDAQ Triple Q ended up going up around 0.7%. All right, look at that. Man, look at that intraday. This thing pretty much rallied all day. So NASDAQ's looking pretty good. Really no pull. Well, we had a couple pullbacks, but very minor throughout the day. So we hit 409.50, pulled down to about 407. Then we rallied into close. That's looking pretty strong here for the bulls on Triple Q. Looks like SPY, same thing, rallied all day, pulled back a bit, then ended up running into close. And look at this, guys. We'll leave it off here. Let me show you this 10-day, 30-minute chart. Do you all remember? I covered this yesterday, the ascending triangle on SPY. That ended up playing out, guys. Look at that. We broke out above 475. We got up to about 477.50. Again, like I said, we pulled back and then closed on a nice swing towards 476.50. And that ascending triangle played out. And now we're one step closer to all-time highs, which honestly, guys, today's Wednesday. I would not be surprised. Of course, it's not guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hit all-time highs this week. I know it's crazy, but we're pretty close, man. We're at what? We're at 476.50. All-time high is just under 480 on SPY, so we're pretty much right there, guys. Another green day or two, we're going to be at all-time highs on SPY, which went up 0.6% on the day. I forgot to mention that. And the NASDAQ 0.7, Russell, like I said, 0.1. And we had the Dow up 0.5%, which looks like it's almost at an all-time high, on the Dow, which is great. Look, we can see we hit 37,740 today. Actually, is that an all-time high? Nope, it was actually $50, or not $50, but 50 points off of the all-time high. Yeah, 37,790 is the all-time high, and today we hit 37,740, so 50 points away. So the Dow's pretty much there as well, guys. Unbelievable. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments on SoFi, the stock market. Pretty nice day across the board. Again, all the indexes were green. SoFi was green. Can't complain. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000, guys, using that link down below. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel, and I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, I'll catch you later.